Hello everyone, welcome to another Scratch tutorial. Today we'll build a spacecraft game. Alright, so we shall open our Scratch editor. And then I'll create a new file. Delete this cat sprite. Then we'll pick this space themed moon backdrop from the Scratch library. And that's the backdrop. Then we shall add our spaceship or rocket by hovering over here and searching for a rocket sprite. And that's it. Alright, so we shall now paint our own landing pad where this rocket is supposed to land. Then I'll add some straight X's to beautify my landing pad, and maybe with a rectangular target where the moon is supposed to land, which I can change color. And that's our landing sprite. It's done. I can actually rename it as landing pad, and then I'll call my rocket sprite rocket. I think that will work. And now I have my two sprites ready. So we shall create some code for the rocket sprite. Can reduce its size to say 50, much smaller. Then I'll create some code by going to events and get out this block. When green flag is clicked, this sprite should go to this position 0, 50, and then point in direction 90. Yeah. We shall move on to also create code for the landing pad by doing the same thing, events, when green flag is clicked. The pad should be at this position, maybe 32, negative 65. Okay. This places your rocket at the top and your landing pad at the bottom of the stage. In real life, gravity is what makes things fall, just like when an apple falls from a tree. In this project, we can make our rocket fall by creating a variable called velocity. Velocity is how fast something is moving, and it changes with time. So the longer the rocket falls, the faster it goes. Let's get right into it. We shall start with creating a variable by coming over here, and then we shall call our variable velocity, and it's just for our rocket sprite alone. So we shall move on to set the speed for this rocket. So I'll set my velocity variable to 0. Alright, so we shall go on to simulate the moon gravity with a forever loop by going to the control category, picking out the forever block, and then I'll change the velocity variable by say negative 0.005, and then I'll change the Y position of my sprite by the velocity variable. Now on clicking the green flag, our rocket sprite is able to fall like it's in space, slowly at first and then much faster as it goes down. And this motion of our rocket is what we call acceleration, which is defined as the increase of an object's speed with respect to time. We are going to spice things up by adding some flying space rocks called asteroids. So I'll move on to paint a rock sprite. So I'll create a rock sprite and give it a rocky color. So this. Then I'll reshape to make it look like a rock. Alright, so this is our first costume. I can duplicate it to create another rock with a different shape. Just make it bigger, then reshape. And that's my second rocky costume. You can as well go on to duplicate very many others, but I think for purposes of learning we can consider 2. Alright, so next thing I'll go on to create code for my rocky sprite. When green flag is clicked, I can start by hiding my rocky sprite and then move on to the forever loop. Wait, sorry. Maybe I'll go to the operators and pick random 1, 2, 3. Then I'll move to the control category to create a clone of myself. And then when I start as a clone, I should go to this position. Then since it's going to be moving vertically, I can have it move in random positions by coming to the operators and picking out the pick random block, say from -150 on my stage to position 150. And then I can as well change its costume since we had 2 costumes created. I can make it switch costume. Make it be a random costume. Then I'll have it point in that direction, and then it can show. And this should repeat until the X position is greater. X position is greater than, say, 240. And then if that's true, the X position can be changed by 5 units. 0.1 seconds, and then delete the clone. I can reduce the size of my rocks to 40. This code is going to move the rocky sprites across the screen like flying rocks. We're going to create code for a rocket sprite to stop on landing. And to do that, we shall pick that block and then get a forever block and an if-then block. Then go to the sensing blocks and pick out if my rocket is touching a certain color. Maybe I'll choose this red one. Then I should set my velocity variable to 0. And then I can add something. I can maybe say game over, you win. Then hide my sprite, my rocket sprite, and stop war. We can move on to make some edits. For example, we can make the landing pad always be behind the rocket. Coming to the looks category and picking out the go to back layer. That's it. And then let me make a few edits to my code to have my project work. So I'm going to add a little code for what should happen when the rocket ship touches any flying asteroid in space. And to do that, we shall start with an if-then block. I'll come here. And then I'll go to the sensing category and pick out the touching block. If it's touching, maybe the asteroid, which I had called sprite 1, but I can rename to asteroid. Then I should set my velocity variable to 0. Say, because if it touches it, then say it has crashed. One second, and then hide the rocket sprite, and then we should go back to the original position, which was 0,150 up there, and then I can make it show, and that's it. I'll keep editing my code to make sure my project works, and I'll add show block here. Show block is missing. All right, so let's try clicking. Oh, it actually works apart from the rocks. So the rocks, I'll just come to the code for the rocks, and then actually the delete should be down. Shouldn't be deleted while it's moving. All right, let's try again. have a working project. And let me go on to change the sizes of my sprites, and I can change this to 30. Alright, so we can go on to save our project as say Scratch Space Landing Game SLG. Yeah, maybe just give it any name, and that's it. Yeah, so now that I've made the final edits to my code, I can now have my project running. Right, so I'll maximize the screen. Let's see. That's when the rocket doesn't hit any rock, and you win. As you can see, the rock hits and then your rocket crashes. In just a few minutes, we've built a moon scene, a rocket that falls with gravity, asteroids that orbit the screen, and a landing pad. Next time, we'll add arrow key controls and crash sounds to our project. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button if you would like to enjoy our next video. See you next time. Bye-bye.